Hello everyone, welcome to Kerala PSC HSA English classes. This is class 30. Today I am going to discuss about John Millington Synge's play Riders to the Sea. J.M. Synge is an Irish writer. He's a key figure in the Irish literary revival and he's a co-founder of the Abbey Theatre. He is also known for his play, The Playboy of the Western World. So, Synge wrote Riders to the Sea and another work, The Shadow of the Glen, during the summer of 1902 in Tomriland's house, a villa in Wicklow that was usually rented for family vacations. Riders to the Sea is a one-act play and it was published in the October issue of the Samhain with Yeats' commentary, where he described Synge as a new writer and a creation of the movement. And the play was the finest piece of tragic work done in Ireland in late years. So on February 5, 1904, Riders to the Sea was first produced by the Irish National Theatre Society at Molesworth Hall. The play is based on the central character Maurya, a grieving mother who loses all her sons and other male members of her family in the sea. The main characters are Maurya, an old woman, her son Bartley, and her daughters Kathleen and Nora. And there are some other men and women. The scene occurs on an island, an Aran island off the west of Ireland. Synge has taken many real life incidents or real life elements into this play. First one, the life of Irishman, the largest of the islands of the Aryan group. Then a dead body of a native washed ashore at Donegal, that incident. And also the beliefs of second sight among Celtic races, which foreshadow death. So, coming to the play, Maurya has reared 6 sons, 4 of whom are known to be dead, as are her husband and her husband's father. All are dead, all men are dead. And now Michael, who was the next son, she's afraid that her next son Michael, who has already been absent for some time, is also drowned. And now she has only her last son Bartley, the only man in her house. So Maurya tries to dissuade her last son Bartley from crossing over the sea to set their last 2 horses at the fair on the mainland. But anyway, Bartley goes to the Galway fair and Maurya is unable to give Bartley a journey's blessing and has a vision, foretelling his death. Then her daughters identify some clothes found on a drowned body as Michael's and inform Maurya of Michael's death. Maurya says that she had a vision of Michael and has to believe that he is dead and that he had a clean burial at sea. Now Bartley is also dead. Then some villagers enter with the body of her last son Bartley, who was knocked into the sea by his grey pony. White boards were bought for making Michael's coffin, but now it will be used for Bartley. Now Maurya kneels by Bartley's body and says, "There's no more the sea can do to me. It's a great rest I will have now, and it's time surely. They are all together. No man at all can be living forever, and we must be satisfied. So instead of becoming bitter and angry, Maurya recognizes that sea can do no more harm to her because she has lost all her men. So there is an end to anxiety and the beginning of peace for her, though there will be little to eat. There will be nothing left. She realizes that she will not long survive these deaths. So Maurya's nobility and maturity of spirit enable her to see the good in all of her men now being together. She sprinkles holy water over the body and asks God's mercy on the souls of her men, on her own and the souls of everyone left living in the world. So the play's setting is like this. All events takes place entirely in a single room. As the two sisters, Kathleen and Nora. Kathleen is the elder daughter and Nora is the youngest one. So they hide from their mother Maurya the news that their brother Michael has washed ashore far north of their cottage. And the remaining son, Bartley, sets off to sign on with another departing fishing vessel after Maurya fails to persuade him to stay. So no sooner is Michael's death is confirmed than Bartley is thrown from his horse into the sea, where he also drowns. So here nature is shown as a very powerful force, grand force that envelops and exceeds all life and human comprehensibility. It is seen as a cruel master, taking life out of the world, leaving the destitute even more impoverished. The setting and characters reveal Synge's interest in peasant life. I have already said at the beginning that the play is about the real life of the Irishman, one of the largest group of the islands in. And the second important thing is the vision. Maurya had a bad vision about her son Michael, and now Maurya fears for Bartley. And when returning from seeing him off, she narrates a sinister vision. As Bartley rides off on a white mare trailing a grey pony, Maurya spies Michael's ghost astride the second horse. So she is convinced that it is an evil omen, and indeed shortly thereafter neighbors arrive with Bartley's body. Maurya's superstitious beliefs define her role and the tragic development in the play. That's all about the play. Now let's discuss some questions. First question: Synge's play, which deals with the toll taken by the sea in the lives of the fisher folk of the west coast of Ireland, is Riders to the Sea. Next question: J.M. Synge's play, which depicts a tragedy of the fisher community through the story of the pathetic Maurya, is Riders to the Sea. Third question: the last line of Synge's play, Riders to the Sea, no man at all can be living forever and we must be satisfied, is spoken by Maurya.